Okay. Hi. Welcome to the IPP podcast.
IPP.
Thank you to Micah for this intro. Dr. Evil's favorite. Oh, no. Austin Powers' favorite podcast because it's groovy, baby.
Yeah, it's groovy, baby. Yeah. Dude, I loved Austin Powers growing up.
I surprisingly did watch it. And then my dad, I think, regretted it because then I think I only saw one, and he's like, "You can't watch the rest of these."
They're not child friendly,
No.
but I was.
Oh my god!
Starting off early, are we?
I just demolished a bowl of Cocoa Pebbles.
I
I'm so sorry.
will say I am very happy my mom let me watch that because that
Very
so much
informative
humor.
to my sense of humor.
Yeah.
All right, what you got for me?
Holy crap!
What you got?
So it's like a clawfish.
A clawfish?
But it has like a shrimp.
Skrelp?
No.
I love skrelp.
This is crazy, dude. There's like two Pokemon in the same one.
And it's a fish?
It's a fish. It's water. So, okay, it has like a big... It almost looks like there's a small like shrimp thing that is controlling this bigger arm almost that looks like just a big claw kind of. It's kind of hard to explain. The claw looks like a
What color is it? I need color.
it's mainly blue
Okay.
with like yellow. So I'm looking.
Blue?
Damn, this one's tough.
What gen is it? Or what number?
693. So, what I'm seeing, so let's start, dear Lord. So the small portion, the small little shrimp thing that I'm thinking of is like a lighter blue.
Okay. Is it like curved like
yeah,
a
it's like curved like a shrimp. The face of it kind of looks like somewhat of like a little lobster almost, I would think. I don't fucking know, dude. But then it has on its left, almost like a Nemo. So it has a really small fin on one side, but then on the right side, it's like this whole like snapping claw. And the claw looks like another fish. I have no clue. I've never seen this.
What letters does it start with?
C. Never seen this Pokemon in my life.
Dog, I have no idea. Your description is crazy. Yeah, Clawitzer. I was thinking of the one before, but yeah, it kind of looks like it's this like torpedo-looking fish. It's got big whiskers, and then it's like a motorcycle sidecar situation with its little friend shrimp.
Okay,
motorcycle sidecar.
That's a much better.
Yeah, that's Indiana Jones and his dad.
Yeah, dude, that was so hard.
Sitting in there. Yeah.
Because is that two or is that one?
That's one Pokemon, but I don't know. I don't know anything about that gen.
That's
insane. That Pokemon is a little beyond me.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. Like, I recognize it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like a little torpedo-looking fish with his bud strapped to him.
Would have never.
And then you said claw?
Because it kind of looks like a big like snapping, like if it's
that's
like
where you lost me, because that's not a claw. That's a separate entity, big dog.
It's the name too. That's what threw me off. The clawitizer, whatever. Clawitzer. Yeah, no clue.
Oh, that's okay. That it was a bit.
That was tough.
That was a unique one.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
So I didn't have a lot of time to prep for this week, so it was a little haphazard from what I wanted to do. But there is one particular Craigslist listing that I enjoy. It's pretty famous among the internet, but thinking about it, and I know you've never heard it, made me want to go down a rabbit hole of Craigslist listings.
Okay.
I'm not going to quiz you on any of them. I'm just going to share some that I found with you.
Okay.
This is in no particular order of favorites or intrigue or whatever. This is just ones that I found that I thought were silly. First one, require a dragon slayer. I'm quite sure most of you have seen the rather large green dragon. Hey, what are you talking about? That has been flying over the northeast side of Grand Rapids for the better part of a week. I'm looking for someone to, 1, lure said dragon away from Grand Rapids to move to a rural area. 2, force said dragon to land in rural area. 3, slay said dragon in whatever way you see fit. No pay. Dragon slaying is its own reward. Please note that I am not talking about the red dragon that frequents the area from time to time. He and I have an agreement. This is a schizophrenic man with too much internet access.
Yeah. Because the only thing I can think of is this man's on shrooms and he's seeing this stuff.
And yeah. But
like, what?
No pay.
The heck?
Dragon slaying is
pay.
its own reward. This one.
Don't worry about the red dragon. Me and him have an agreement.
We've got a contract. He's fine. He can chill. But
it's the green one.
The green one's gotta go.
Talk about dragon racism.
This one was pretty awesome. Oh, by the way, that one was from 2012. That was April 19th, 2012.
The great year of 2012.
In the greater Grand Rapids
Black
area.
Ops 2 is ruling the land. I think that's what it came out.
This one I love. The title is Let's Fucking Frisbee from October 21st, 2014.
Great title.
Let's fucking Frisbee. No Frisbee golf, no ultimate. Don't care what race or gen you are. Not trying to jack off or fuck anyone. All I want to do is toss a goddamn Frisbee at you and you throw it back. I don't care if you're any good. Let's just try this shit. Yes, I'm awesome at Frisbee throwing and catching. But don't let that intimidate you. Embrace my awesome. Have a drink from my flask. Let's do this shit. And then I want you to look at these pictures of this man Frisbeeing. He's so, like, you can't see it, but these pictures down here are awesome.
Dude,
I'll show them to you later.
He is very into it.
I'll put the Frisbee man on screen for you. These pictures are awesome and the most 2014 pictures I've ever seen in my life.
I like how he's just like, no bullshit, no strings attached.
I just want to throw a Frisbee with someone.
That's just the guy wanting to have a friendship.
Yeah. I got a lot of these, so I'm just going to kind of skip through some. This one is from 2010, January 26th. Free stuffed walrus head.
Oh.
This walrus head has been in my family for years.
Let's
I've
keep
never
it that
liked
way.
it. It was given to me by my father in his will. I'm sure it's his idea of winning a way to get back at me for my alternative lifestyle that he never approved of. I think more elaboration is needed. I'm going to throw this in the dumpster if I don't get rid of it by the end of the week. I can't even sleep with this thing in my house. I'll be awake all night. Feel free to give me a call at any time. Just let me know when you come pick it up.
Just go give it to a museum or something.
Why would a museum want a walrus head?
I don't know.
I think that's the opposite of what they want.
Go give it to like an odd item museum or something.
I guess. That's horrific. No picture included on this one. Thank God.
That's so funny, though, how he's just like, it's been passed on by generations. Well, why do you think we want it?
Yeah. What?
You're really not playing it up for anyone to come take it.
You're going to have to find a bigger freakazoid than you who wants the walrus.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming it's like...
That's why I was thinking of, like, donation. Like, go, like, look up places that you can go donate it to. Go give it to freaking Salvation Army.
That's so specific, I doubt they would take it. They're like, what the fuck
They're
is
like,
this?
what is this? Yeah, that is true. What is this?
I will say something should be in a landfill. Maybe that's it.
Maybe. I mean, who knows what the thing looked like, though.
Yeah. We can only imagine. Something I love about Craigslist, or at least I was finding out looking through these, is... people will go on there and they will put a listing, but it's just them having a goof or a gaff.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it's
no
a
one's
bit.
trying to take it serious or anything.
Right. I mean, obviously there are people who are legitimate, and the one that sparked all this is very legitimate. But this one person in 2010 just said a big healthy shit. Come get it while it's still fresh and has corn in it from the other night. Looks to be about £1, looking to trade it for a nice speedboat or something. I don't know. Email me with what you're willing to trade. $100 sticks is awesome keepsake. It's a must-have. Trust me.
£1?
A big healthy shit.
All right,
He wasn't kidding. He wasn't kidding.
As long as there's no pictures for that.
Yeah. So also on Craigslist there are different like categories. So there's like barter. There's free stuff. And then there's like a lot of them is like rants, like people going on rants or whatever. I ignored all of those. But a lot of them are also like services. And so one of these is gong ringer, looking for someone to ring a gong in my living room when prompted. Part-time position. I imagine mostly weekends. Experience not necessary, but history of gong-related ceremony in bloodline preferred. Serious inquiries only. Says in Atlanta.
Dude, what the hell?
Oh, okay.
Who's that? That's my gong boy.
That's my... Yeah. That's my...
Your gong boy?
Yeah, his salary is negotiable.
Yeah, we don't talk about him. Just act like he's not there. Gong!
This one is from 2011, which is important. Seeking pious individuals for the coming rapture on May 22nd, 2011. Because this is when
the coming rapture.
Because they said the world was going to end in 2012.
Oh, okay.
Or there was I'll just read it. I am an atheist seeking friends who are pious and who will be whisked away for the rapture that Kirk Cameron says is coming May 22nd, 2011. This was May 10th, by the way. I will
try to start early.
I know. I will take care of your pets while you're gone. I'm a very kind and loving person who loves animals. Also, I get to keep all of your stuff because you won't need them as you'll be in the rapture's bliss, basking in the love of the great creator. I, however, will need your stuff since I'll be trapped here on earth with the rest of the unclean deniers and cravens.
We'll need your stuff.
I will probably try to barter all your worldly possessions for guns or food or maybe women. Unless you have a truck and a cow catcher, I will keep those and make a kill mobile, which will greatly increase my chances for a survival in a world with no rules and no God. No weirdos, please.
No weirdos.
No weirdos, please.
I'll take it your whole life because you'll be, in quote unquote rapture.
You'll be taken with the rapture.
Is ending, quote unquote. But no weirdos.
No weirdos, please.
No weirdos.
I can't be
Serious
watching over
inquiries.
a weirdo's house. I only want to take the possessions of normal people, no weirdos.
Seems fair to me.
Yeah. This one is from 2009. A woman to sit in my bathtub full of noodles wearing a bathing suit. I will pay you $1 to sit in my bathtub full of noodles while you wear a one-piece bathing suit. I will not be home, nor will anyone else while you do this. I will leave a key for you, and you will sit at your leisure. I require at least a 5-minute stay. Hold on. He's getting there. A neighbor will watch the front door from across the street and use a supplied stopwatch. Will time your entry and departure. Please supply your own footwear. The noodles will be cooked and therefore slippery. Do not bring any sauce. I will season the pasta after I return home prior to dinner.
I don't even know what I just listened to. Like, I don't even know how to process that.
Which one's worse, this or Sonic High School? Stupid ball problems or do not bring any sauce and supply your own footwear?
This has to be stupider than Sonic High School.
I don't know, man.
Sonic High School is just...
That's the thing.
I feel like I'm going to have a seizure while reading it.
Yeah, that's the thing about Sonic High School is that to this day, I still have no idea if it's legitimate. Like, the person who wrote it is serious. But I know on Craigslist, I could tell you whether or not they're serious. I could tell you.
That's funny.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing.
We will time you of your entry and departure.
It says a neighbor will watch the front door from across the street using a supplied stopwatch.
Why does it got to be a neighbor? Why does he have to say that?
Because he said, no, he's not going to be home. So someone's got to watch you. Make sure you stay 5 minutes, bask in the noodles so he can season it after. And they're cooked, so they're slippery.
Someone just wants a girl-flavored noodles.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
This one has no words, but I'm going to go ahead and throw up a picture of the papier-mâché elephant that someone was selling.
No words, it's just they're selling it? You get height, length, and width, but it's a papier-mâché elephant. I thought it was cute. I thought it was cute. Okay. I'll take it. I'll read 2 more. This is, the title is Drunk as Balls Dojo. Are you a casual drunk to full-blown alcoholic? Is your mouth often writing checks your fists can't cash? Drunk as Balls Dojo is the answer to all your problems. At Drunk as Balls... This sounds like a bit I would do. This is so bad.
At Drunk as Balls Dojo, you will learn the fine art of bar fighting from one of the nation's premier trouble drunks, Ryan O'Reilly. Master O'Reilly has been banned nationally from such establishment chains as Fridays, Buffalo Wild Wings, and every Borders bookstore containing a Starbucks. He is an expert in the what are you looking at and you got a problem fighting styles, but is very skilled in a variety of other styles, such as she was talking to me. Master O'Reilly will take you from the pansy-ass lush you are now to becoming a true liability in 5 weeks.
I want to make this something in my D&D campaign.
Oh my god. It's such a training covering such varied areas of self-defense as using wing sauce as a weapon, breaking a beer bottle without slicing and dicing your hands, accurate projectile vomiting, flicking a lit cigarette into someone's face, and, quote, getting the fuck out of there. Classes will be held every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, with Fridays being reserved for critiquing failed technique in the classic and award-winning movie Roadhouse. You'll come to class, get wasted drunk, and mix it up with other like-minded individuals. Master Ryan will show you the path to true troublemaker. Only when you reach the point will you be able to tell that douchebag how ridiculous his shirt, hat / girlfriend is, with the confidence that only comes from training as a drunk fighter. If you aspire to bar flight him, this class is a must-have.
Rule number 2 is we don't talk about drunk bar.
We don't talk about Master O'Reilly.
We don't talk about drunk bar dojo.
Drunk is balls dojo.
We don't talk about drunk as balls dojo.
That's the thing about Craigslist is like some people just get on here and they have fun, and you know
that's so funny.
I did love the touch of every Borders bookstore containing a Starbucks. Yeah. That was a nice touch.
It lets your imagination runs a little wild with that one.
Yeah.
With the whole thing, really, but I want to send that to me, please.
I could send that to you, yeah.
I just hope none of my players are listening to this, because that would be so funny is if they walk into like a place that looks like a tavern and it's a dojo.
Oh my god.
O'Reilly's.
You guys are here for class?
Yeah, they're like, what?
Go over there and grab a pint of mead. We're getting started in 10 minutes. That's so funny, dude.
That's so great.
Yeah, I've got a lot here, but I'll end up on this one before I read the pièce de résistance, if you will. This is titled 2 Homosexual Orange Tabby Cats. I have 2 fabulous cats that are gay lovers. They cannot be separated. A separation of my own has caused me to have too many cats, and I cannot care for them all. They are both orange tabbies, and they love to 69 each other. They are so sweet and lovable, and I hate to part with them. They make great conversation starter, and they are both loving to humans. Please, I don't want to take them to the Humane Society. This was in 2003.
Dude, that's so good.
Very progressive orange tabby cats.
That's good.
Anyway, before I read this last one, I encourage everybody to just look up fun Craigslist ads, especially the barters. Like, for one, looking to trade my soul for a Wii. And he said, I'm a politician in the making, and a good soul could hinder my career. So
do you have anything
for a Wii.
Sorry, do you have anything to say, Tubos?
Did you hear that? Did it pick up? Oh, he got shy.
He got a little shy. He didn't say anything.
All right. Here is what sparked this whole thing. This is probably one of the most famous Craigslist ads of all time. This is from 2008. The title is Charge Up and J.O. 38 Houston. The crystal I wear around my neck contains an essence that gets recharged when I jack it with a bro who also has a crystal. It gives me confidence at work, home, social situations, etc. No one knows it's a J.O. crystal but me and my bros. I've seen it glow while jerking it with a bud, and that's how I know this is real. You can come over for as long as you want, but I need a picture of you, preferably wearing a crystal, before I waste my time. And here's the picture of this dude wearing his J.O. crystal.
38 Houston.
That is amazing.
It's where the finest Americans come from.
Texas, yeah.
Texas
and Florida.
Wait, Houston, isn't that in Tennessee?
Texas.
Is it in Texas? What am I thinking of?
I'm going to let you sit with that one for a minute.
Anyways,
I'm going to let you sit with that one until you repeat it and figure it out. Ask me again.
Is Tennessee in Texas?
I had a friend ask me if Paris was in Europe, and we have yet to let her live that down. To this day. You asking me if Houston was in Tennessee, that's one for the books. That's one for the books. What were you... Go ahead. Say whatever you're going to say. Oh, I am bewildered at you at the moment. I'm bewildered.
I just wanted to talk about this cow story. How an Australian cow... was caught in a flood and was found 11 miles away.
Oh, I love cows.
Yeah, it was found alive. It was not
good.
dead.
That's good.
Just
wet.
Yeah, just wet.
Very damp.
Alive on an Australian beach after being carried about up to 11 miles by floodwaters.
How? Wait a minute. This cow was on a beach?
It ended up on a beach, yeah.
How did it get...
Flood.
Oh, a flood. Okay. Oh, no, he was whisked away.
He was whisked away. Was found alive on the sands of Old Bar Beach on the mid-north coast of north-south Wales.
Oh, Wales. Okay. Do you know where Wales is?
Europe.
I'll take it.
It's next to England, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's by the UK.
Yeah.
I'm just checking on you. You know, just checking.
There was a soccer player called Gareth Bales from Wales.
Oh, ain't that silly? Oh, bless
Gareth
his heart,
Bale?
ain't that silly?
Bale? I think it was Bale, not
Bale?
Bales. Bale.
Still.
Anyways, the cow was one of multiple bovines.
Bovines, yes.
Is that what they call cows?
Bovine is like
It's like
it's a term
like
for
a breed?
cow. I think a bovine refers to like a male cow. I think is a bovine.
Okay.
I believe so.
Swept away by floodwaters brought on by rains in north-south Wales. It was believed to have originated from Taree, about 11 miles from the beach where it was located. Yeah.
Also, bovine, it's the subfamily of like the species of a cow. It's like bovine. A bovine just means a cow. It's a cow. It also includes
Cow time.
It's gonna have cows outside. It also includes buffaloes and bisons.
It's a cow farm.
It's gonna be cows outside.
There's gonna be cows outside. Speaking of cats, I wanted to look up just fun facts about cats. So,
Okay.
and I clicked on the first article. So how fun and how much will you know? I don't know.
Okay.
Only 20% of orange cats, are female.
Only 20%? You know what? That checks, because every time I've met an orange cat,
It's a male.
been male, and it's been just the most unruly little creature. Truly.
It's truly hard to find a female orange cat.
Yes. Complete opposite for calicos. Calicos are like 99% female. It's very rare to find a male calico cat.
Number 2, cats have fewer taste buds than dogs or people.
Also tracks. Those motherfuckers will eat anything.
I mean, they lick their butt
Yeah, they lick their asshole.
all the time.
They have to lick themselves.
Have you
which
seen
I'm sure
those
is
videos
gross.
of like people, especially with dogs, they give them like their food for the day is like raw meat and like a bunch of shit added into
They're
it.
like, yeah, I gave a duck head to my dog. I'm like, hey, yo.
They're like, yeah, this meal was only $150 and I do this every day for my dog.
Yeah.
It's like what the
watching those spreads where it's just like, here's what I feed my dog every day. And it's just like, here's a goat liver. Here's like a cow tongue. Like feeding like these obscene meats.
Not even to add on the like nutritious stuff that they like crumbled on.
And I'm like, dog, it'll eat its own shit. I don't think you need to do all that. I've watched my own dog do it.
I mean, if that's what you're going to want to do to make sure that your dog lives a healthy life, sure, go for it.
I bet that dog, like, is strong as hell. Like, that dog is, like, on trend without having to be on trend.
You wake up and he's like, yeah, I just got done doing 50,
bark,
50 push-ups.
That's a solid-ass dog right there.
That's a solid-ass cat. Yeah, no, I mean, I've seen people give cats, like, raw meat and stuff, and they eat it, too. But it's just, like, I don't see those videos for cats as often.
Again, you could just give a cat anything, and they'll fucking eat it.
They'd just be happy to be eating.
Yeah. Like, either I eat this or I kill you, so, I'll eat it.
Cats don't get cavities.
They don't get cavities?
Cavities.
Self-congratulatory giggle.
Yay.
Do dogs get cavities?
Yeah.
Why can't cats get cavities?
I don't know.
Oh. Well, keep reading, cat boy.
I guess I could read this. Up to 90% of cats more than 4 years old have dental problems. However, they don't get the types of cavities that people do. in the part because it's because of the shapes of their teeth.
What? Oh.
Interesting.
No.
Instead, they get other diseases.
Diseases.
Yeah.
It's called tooth resorption. The breakdown of the tooth structure from the inside out. Ugh.
Ugh.
That makes me crawl into my own butthole. That sounds awful.
Many cats get the zoomies after using the litter box.
Our cat gets it while he's using it.
Yeah.
When he was a kitten, Tatsu used to be in the litter box. He'd be doing his business and he'd just go, like he would yell while he was pooping.
Yeah, he'd make sure
that
you
got so excited while he was pooing
that you knew he was pooing.
Yeah, he had to announce to the world.
He rarely does that now.
No, but he is very loud. Yeah, that's a loud little man.
Loud little man. Cats' whiskers are as sensitive as human fingertips.
I actually think I knew that. I think cats use it for balance.
Balance, and they also use it for their awareness. So, like at night, they don't have night vision, but they are able to see because their whiskers hit
so it's
things.
Like echolocation, but
whisker.
Whisker
location.
There you go. Whisker location.
Whisker. Man, I'm on it today. I got Austin Powers.
You also thought Houston was in Tennessee.
I thought Texas was in Tennessee.
One of the biggest cities in one of the biggest states in the country. Yeah, in Tennessee, for sure.
I'm so on it today.
Mm-hmm.
Cats are nearsighted but see gray in the dark. Okay, so they don't have night vision, but they see in the dark.
They see better in the dark. Same thing with dogs.
Dogs can see better than us in the dark?
In the dark, I would think so.
That's crazy.
Is it? I don't think so. I mean, I think most... Ooh, this is a pretty... I don't think this statement is right, but I think most
it's a hot take.
Carnivores can see better in the dark than say like herbivores, things like that, or maybe just like it's a prey predator thing. I don't know. That's my best guess. I'm not a scientist. I'm not Mr. Bill Nye.
I'm not a scientist.
I'm not Bill Nye. I don't know anything. I pretend to, but I don't know anything.
I don't know anything.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't know anything. Don't care.
Don't care. Cats have the same number of brain cells as their cerebral cortex as brown bears.
So cats and brown bears are on the same level of intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes so much sense.
If not friend, why friend shape? Why friend brained?
I saw a video the other day where a lady was at I'm guessing some type of animal
like
sanctuary place, and there was a bear sitting on a bench eating, and she was like, "Oh, here, I can feed you," and it was like, it was
bears
so cute.
Bears are so cute.
It was so cute.
Bears are so goddamn cute.
And she's like, "All right, well, I gotta go back to work," and I was just sitting there eating like,
man,
you want a bear?
I want to pet a bear, but it would be my first and last time petting a bear.
That's not true. You can pet a bear cub.
Yeah, followed by its mom.
Nah.
Who will eat me. It's okay, though. I'll accept it. If it's a thing of nature, I'd rather die by nature than like a person or a disease. Like to go off from my body being like that kind of sucks. I'd let a bear kill me.
So what you're saying is when you get to that age.
When I get to that age where I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go.
You want us to send you out into the forest?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, just kind of like let me loose. I will find the nearest big animal. I won't
befriend it.
I mean, if I can. If they don't like me, then they eat me and I die. Like whatever.
That's such a gruesome death.
I would never go into like the ocean and let the ocean kill me. That's the only part of nature I don't fuck with. Scary, gross, too many fish, stinks. But if I go into the forest and I find like a bear or like a wolf,
you think it'd stink down into the ocean?
It already smells outside of the ocean. It's definitely gonna stink.
Yeah, but if you could breathe
you're
underwater,
swimming in fish pee.
If you could breathe underwater, do you think it'd smell?
Yeah, without a doubt, I would think it smells.
Huh?
Like I feel like if you could breathe underwater and you come within even like 50 feet of a whale, oh, I bet that blubber smell nasty. Dude.
Whale watching scares the fuck fuck out of me.
I don't know why you would do it. Dolphins, maybe. I think dolphins are cooler because they're smaller as well.
Yeah.
I don't want to whale watch.
Whale watching scares the hell out of me.
They're big, dude.
They're so
huge.
like I've seen those videos. I saw a video recently where a guy and his son were canoeing, and this whale came up and swallowed the son, but then later spit the son out.
Ew. Oh.
Yeah, son was still alive, thank God. But yeah, just quite literally, and then like moments later, just spit it out.
Gross. Like through the blowhole or through its mouth?
Through its mouth. It can't fit through the blowhole.
How big is a blowhole? A whale's huge. They gotta have a big blowhole. I think a person could fit through that.
I don't know. But yeah,
sure
no, I would hate to go on. I think I've been asked to go on whale watching. I'm like,
No, I mean I've been on obviously I've been on a boat like out in the ocean or whatever, but I'm not looking at it for the creatures. You know, I'm there because I'm like, oh, water looks nice. Although I do love those videos where like a seal or like a sea lion will like go up on a boat because it's running away from a whale because they eat sea lions.
Whales eat sea lions?
I think so. Or not a sea lion. Maybe it's like a shark or something.
Probably been a shark. Or something just bigger than the sea lion.
Yeah, but it's like they'll crawl up onto like people's boats and they're like,
and they're just like, help me.
Help me. How,
have you? There was a photo that was surfacing around a few months ago. Someone went whale watching out in Monterey and took the first ever picture of a starfish emerging from water.
Really?
It like shot up from the water somehow.
Whoa! I didn't even know they could do that.
I had no clue either.
I thought they just
so this photographer took a picture, and it's so weird because it's like your mind, because with all the AI that's going on, your mind thinks you're like, okay, this is so weird to look at because it's just a starfish above water,
just like kind of chilling.
So yeah, it was pretty cool to see. It was in Monterey too.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to look up that picture because in my mind it's just like a starfish is like 2 feet up, like above the water.
It's not any of those. I'd have to look. I'd have to find it and send it to you. But yeah, no, it was pretty cool to see.
Nice.
And I was like, that's crazy.
I was gonna ask you because I said I wanted to die via foresty nature. How would you want to go? Like, what's your ideal way?
Just burn me. Oh, like to kill?
Yeah, to kill you. Not
mind.
after you're dead.
Oh.
Like, not cremation. Like, damn. I will die via bear. How?
I want to go peacefully.
Yeah. That's no fun. I think if it wasn't a bear, it'd be like a Rube Goldberg machine.
What? Shoot me up into space.
That's a good one.
Shoot me up to space.
We'll shoot you up in the atmosphere, and then your body
Let me just
will
float. No,
in
not
space.
even just that. Shoot me up in a rocket.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all up and fitted up in space gear.
Yeah.
And then let me just float through space.
Until you die?
Until I die.
Are we providing you food? Are we prolonging your life in any way?
However,
are we just shooting you up?
Just shoot me up.
Wow. Well, I don't mean to like yuck your yum in this situation, but dying of starvation takes a long time.
Well, it'd be the air that kills me.
So you're not wearing the suit, right?
No, I'm wearing the suit.
But Are you saying, but you're not recycling the air?
We're not recycling the air.
I see. So
we're doing the bare minimum, which is just throw me a suit on so I can go through the atmosphere.
You're dead in like 5 minutes. If you're not recycling the air, like getting like
that's
actual
fine.
oxygen, you're dead with 5 minutes.
That's dope.
You use up all of the oxygen you have.
That's
cool. Was already in there, and then once they shoot you up and you have no
imagine all my
in.
loved ones, my love family and everything. They're all looking up and they're like, there goes Micah.
There he is. There's
there
like he is. Like a star up there.
It's like ding. It like twinkles like in the movies.
It's like, that's Uncle Micah.
That's
there.
Uncle Micah. Wow.
He's up there.
There he
that
is.
Star right there. That's him.
Daddy, I don't understand.
Well, we shot Uncle Micah up to space because that's what he
how
wanted.
He wanted to die.
And he suffocated because he wasn't recycling air.
And it costed Americans $6 million of tax money to shoot this elderly white man into space. Space programs really are the future, aren't they?
It's like, wow.
Daddy, can I do that when I'm older?
Sure, but you'll cost Americans $12 million because
Probably
of
about
inflation.
24 because, by the time
Because
you're
of
grown up
inflation.
and you're old, inflation,
Don't worry about that. The planet will kill you before then anyway.
the planet will explode by then, son.
Global warming will have already killed
But
you. It's okay.
Look at Uncle Micah.
Well, I'll join him someday.
I remember asking my mom a while ago, being like, so when you die, how do you want your remains to be? And she's like, well, I want to be, her first thought, long time ago, she was like, shoot me up into space.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, first of all, a lot of money.
Yeah.
just to send you into space.
Our last name isn't Musk. We can't send you to space.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm
we're
sorry.
not made of millions over here.
Yeah.
And so I let her sit on that for a while because I was like, okay, we'll try, we'll see. And then I always revisited it. I was like, say, do you still want to be shot into space? And it evolves over time. And now she's like, no, just burn me and spread my ashes over the hills of Moher in Ireland. I was like, oh, that's easy enough.
That's dope.
That's cool.
Also, trip to Ireland.
Yeah. Boom.
Yeah. If not bear, then a Rube Goldberg machine. Do you know what that is?
What is that?
A Rube Goldberg machine is those super complicated mechanisms where it's let's say it starts with a ball and it goes down a track and then it falls and then it triggers a thing and it spins.
Okay.
That's a Rube Goldberg machine. And then sometimes they'll do it at the end where it hits a button and it pours a cup of coffee or whatever.
Yeah.
Something like that. I would want one super complicated. And instead of, typically where it just does something simple at the end, I want it to just bonk me on the head.
Bonk! Just real hard.
Like a comically large Looney Tunes mallet. And then as soon as it hits me, I want a bonk sound effect to be played.
And then you're dead.
And then I'm dead. But it's funny, right? For the bit, because I died via...
It's funny? I'm
machine.
thinking some comical way of you dying. Over here, I'm thinking, man, mine's going to be cinematic. There's going to be 5,
Everything's a
4,
fucking bit.
3, 2.
Everything's a bit. Are you kidding me? My whole life has been a joke. My death might as well be one too.
That was deep.
Thank you. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I want you to bonk me on the head or die via bear. Just find me the cutest looking bear you can find and have it kill me. And have it
Bears are so
kill
cute.
me.
I don't understand how they're not friends.
Why not friend? Why friend shaped? So cute.
That
cute.
adorable pouch on a cat's belly
Oh yeah, I call it the pooch.
is also found in lions and tigers.
Oh my.
That's not really that surprising because
No, I do love that pooch because there's this.
It's a big pooch.
It's a pooch. You can swing it back and forth. Tatsu hates when I do it, but I'm like, look, it's a pooch.
it's his fault for getting fat.
I don't use a fat. There are some cats that when they walk, the pooch
It
swings back and forth when they walk.
because it's so
Excellent.
big.
They really are the perfect animal in my opinion.
I love cats.
As far
I
as pets go.
I don't get it.
Some people have one bad experience with a cat or a dog or a mouse or a spider or whatever, and they're like, I don't ever want to be near that thing. For example, my coworker, I told her, because I'm still relatively new at my job, I was like, yeah, I've got 2 cats, and she's like, oh, they're cute. I can't be around cats. I was like, what do you mean? She goes, when I was younger, she's 32. She was like, when I was in my early 20s, I was walking in my car, and my aunt's cat just decided to jump on my back and cling, dug its claws in her back
that
and
sucks.
would not let go. She was like, yeah, my back was all scratched up, and then the cat moved, and then my legs were my inner thighs were all scratched up. She's like, I like looking at cats though. I can't be near one. And I was
Don't
like,
get me wrong.
huh? Cats are scary.
Yeah, cats suck when they do shit like that.
Cats
But
are
they're so
scary.
cute. They're so cute.
They are so cute. Hey, RP to you, to my coworker. I love cats. I love
It's
cats
not
so
that
much.
she can't be near cats. It's that cats can't be near her.
Yes, correct. She was like, yeah, even kittens, I can't do it. My mom is afraid of rodents because when she was younger, I think it was something like a gopher or something, or it was just a mouse, whatever. She had a bad experience when she was a kid. and she
That's
can't.
fair. I mean,
She can't be around him.
I don't like snakes. I just don't like the look of them. I don't like the feel of them. They creep me out.
I don't get having them as a pet. Like, I guess if you like my boss has 2 snakes, and she's like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. Like, I love them. They're like super high maintenance, but I love them. I'm like, I'm gonna stop you right there. That's a fucking snake.
Like Allison and Garrett, they have a whole room of reptiles, of rodents, of insects.
Yeah, one thing is too is like with reptiles specifically, you have to have a lamp on them, like a heat lamp. And if your power dies and you don't have a backup, they just fucking die. They just die. And I'm like, I don't want to be responsible for that.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I remember when they lived here and we went over for like a little house party or whatever, and I got to see the room. Dude, it was like a little mini zoo, and I just was like, I can't. I don't like seeing it's cool from afar, and while they're in a case, that's fine.
Not living in that house, yeah, I'm sure it was cool.
Oh yeah, hell no, I would not have one. Absolutely not. I could never. They scare the fuck out of me. I don't. The way they move.
I think as far as that type of animal goes, I'm cool with a lizard. Like a little lizard. I think lizards are silly.
I think.
Not to own one. I'm saying like, I don't know. I think lizards are cool.
Lizards are cool.
Lizards and frogs. I fuck with frogs heavy. Frogs are so funny.
Frogs are cute.
I love them. I love frogs.
Mia loves frogs.
They're so cute. They're so silly. And like you look at a frog and you're like, oh yeah, that's how the term frog butt came up, because they have like their legs and they do have a bit of, I don't know if it's fat because it's a frog. But like, yeah, they got like frog butts.
Yeah,
and
it's so really cute. Flat.
It's so cute. It's just a little frog butt. Yeah, I don't fuck with reptiles.
Yeah,
I don't want a reptile. I don't want a rodent. Like, at least
my dad had 2 rats when we were growing up, and they died.
Cool story. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. I just thought I'd add that. I mean, you know.
I think I told you a story about we had a rat in our house one time, and my mom freaked out. She like almost like twisted her ankle. She woke me up at like 2-3 in the morning, and she's like, there's a mouse in the house, I need you to go get it. But I just woke up, it's 2 in the morning, she's talking to me, and it's sounding like the adults in Charlie Brown is so I just get up, I get my bearings, I walk out to the living room, and it's our dog Katie barking at this mouse. Like, it's not even a rat, it's a mouse. It's fucking tiny. She's and this thing is petrified, like it's frozen in fear. Katie's sitting there barking at it. My mom's freaking out. I'm cackling.
You should get gloves and pick it up and.
Well, I'm sitting there cackling at the mouse, and my mom's like, "You need to go get it, like whatever." Clayton, my brother, comes up. He gets a paper towel, grabs it by the tail, chucks it out the window, closes the door, go back to sleep.
Yeah.
That's the only time like I would ever be.
They're not gonna do anything to you.
Yeah. But I just showed that I am so not capable in those situations to handle it. I was laughing.
I have 2 stories about mice. The first story is I was over at my cousin's house. We were watching a movie, just hanging out. I think I was supposed to be spending the night there or something. And I'm sitting there, and in the corner, like quite literally the last peripheral vision. Is that even
your last peripheral vision?
What am I trying to say?
You saw the corner of your eye.
The corner of my eye.
Holy
crap.
You're a real poet.
I'm
on
articulate. I'm on one today.
You are.
And in the corner of my eye, like I saw this like movement back and forth. And I'm sitting there watching the movie, and I saw the movement back and forth, and I look over, and I sat there for a good like 3 minutes at this location looking. I was like, I might be crazy. But then I saw a little mouse pop up and then run back. And I go, hey guys, and I'm sitting there looking in the corner, and I'm like, guys, they're like, yeah, and I'm like, you guys have a mouse in your house, and they're like, what do you mean? And I shit you not, the second I said that, it was like all hands on deck,
like you yelled fire,
yeah,
or like bomb,
and they paused the movie. They're like, where? And then they all got up, and it was like, well,
I would do the same thing. I'm like, where? I want to see.
I'm like, well, it's right there. I was like, I told them the story of me looking at it, and they're like, okay. And so then it was me and my cousin sitting there looking at it while my uncle went to the store to get mouse traps. And then my aunt was just like, oh my gosh, like blah, blah, blah. And we're sitting here watching the mouse. Came out like once the whole time we were watching it. So it was behind the couch, and so eventually, like, they went to the Home Depot and they got mouse traps or whatever.
Right.
And we just stopped watching the movie. I don't think we finished it because we're just like, well.
Enraptured by this fucking mouse.
Yeah, because they're like, well, I can't think. They're like, I can't sit here and relax while there's a mouse here. And I was like, okay.
Okay. What movie was it?
I have no clue.
I
just remember that because they were just like, Micah, you have eagle eyes. How'd you see that? And I was like,
yeah, and you sat there frozen looking at it for
it's like,
3
yeah,
minutes.
I'm just that good. What can I say?
Just so good. Yeah, you guys can see me in Houston, Tennessee, 3 days a week, 6 to 9.
They call me Eagle Eyes. My second
That's
story
my stage name.
is there was a mouse when my first ever job working at Baskin Robbins.
Oh no! Oh, fuck. Okay, go ahead.
I don't think I've ever told you this.
No, this doesn't sound familiar at all.
And it's raining outside, and I'm closing with my friend Bryce, and I don't know how we found out that there was a mouse, but we got everything done for the night.
Was it inside?
It was inside the store. And so we were just like, we eventually, because what we thought happened was it fell down the drain, like the water drain, and it went with the water, and someone opened up the back door and it slipped in. That was our idea. Anyways, we don't know. So we eventually corner the mouse near somewhere. It runs into the bathroom. We tear the whole bathroom apart, basically, looking for this mouse. And Bryce saw red and fucking squished the mouse with his foot. Yeah. Because I was like, all right, we're gonna try to catch it and blah blah blah, and he just like saw it, started running away, and just.
Long shift.
And I was like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm assuming there was just fucking mouse guts everywhere.
Kinda, yeah. I remember like cleaning like the eyeball of the fucking mouse, and he was just disgusting. Like, all he did was, I guess I have to get a new pair of shoes.
You know what's so funny is knowing Bryce, he's a very quiet person. So to imagine that scenario is so fucking crazy. That is psycho behavior. That's
I was just like
insane.
I just stood there in shock.
Okay, I will say this. That was disgusting, and that was, I would say, not the correct course of action. But doing that and just going, I guess I need a new pair of shoes, was hard. That was so hard.
Seriously.
That was hard. Crazy, fucking insane, but hard. That was crazy.
And then he's like, all right, well, let's clean this up and then go home. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's like, yeah, we'll go home.
We're like, yes, sir.
It's like,
whatever you say.
You just go, eyeball.
It's a fucking eyeball. I clear off eyeball.
So yeah, two mouse stories.
Did you like tell your manager? Like, did you tell anybody what happened?
I don't think we told anyone about that.
Because then you would have to tell your manager. Oh yeah, Bryce squished the fucking mouse.
Yeah, I think like eventually we told, because I had worked and lived with my best friend at the time, Quentin, and so I remember like telling him about it.
Yeah.
And I think our friend Tyler, who also used to work there at a very short period of time while we worked there.
Yeah.
We would all hang out after work sometimes, and I think that got brought up like once, and never talked about it again. If not, I mean, they know now.
Again, that scenario is insane. Like, that sounds like it's like a scene from Dexter. Like, that's
because we almost tried catching it the first time. We failed. Mm-hmm. And then the second time, that's when he was just like, saw red, squished it.
So was the mouse... I'm sorry. I have so many questions. So was the mouse sitting still, or was it like moving? Was it like moving around and he was like following it and then stuck on it?
When he killed it, we followed it into the bathroom. And the bathroom, it moved from one corner to another. And that corner, we're like, okay. And then the second it started moving like away from that corner, he squished it.
Okay. Follow-up question. How big was the mouse? Was it like a little...
Oh, it was his shoe size.
So like his entire foot. The mouse was the size of
not his entire foot. It was much smaller than his foot. Smaller than that. It was probably about that size.
Okay, so that's about 4 or 5 inches of mouse.
Maybe 3 or 4.
Maybe 3-4 inches of mouse.
3-4, yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I got nothing,
crazy.
man. I got nothing. Still, that is, I'm serious. Like, that sounds like it's like a scene from like Dexter when like he's like a kid. That sounds like something he would do. Like he squished a mouse. Like that's part of the triad, dude.
He kills it and he's like, well,
guess I need a new pair of shoes.
Like,
what the fuck, man?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, we'll lock up and go home.
Yeah, we'll lock up and go home.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Whatever you say.
Yes, sir, Bryce. Yes, sir.
Hi.
Hi, Toots.
Hi, Booger. You got Mr. Booger.
Mr. Booger.
Mr. Booger. Hi. Sorry, I'm like shocked. I'm in awe.
Yeah, so that was a cool. Hey, Tobos.
That's.
And then I had a cat back when we lived in our big haunted house.
Oh yeah.
She was an outside cat, but she was like our cat.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd kill like the rodents and the stuff around our house.
Yeah.
And she'd bring us like, yeah, Tobos. She would bring us like either the head or like the headless body of it, like on the doorstep.
Cool.
Yeah, like when we'd have gophers, we saw her like kill a gopher in front of us.
Damn.
Like it came up and pushed up the dirt, and she's sitting there. And then the second it came
foaming
up,
at the mouth.
Yeah, the second it came up a second time, she just like killed it, and we're like, whoa. Yeah, she was it, dude. Other cats would come and visit her at our house because she was like the neighborhood cat.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
She was the shit.
It was at your mom's, not the house she is at now, but the one before. She had like a hawk come on like her yard and like eat like a crow or something like that.
A hawk came in
like a rural, not rural, like a suburban area, like full, like neighborhoods, parks, the whole
killed
thing.
a bird right in front of it.
An entire hawk was
swooped
eating
down
and ate, like, it was like black feathers. So it was like a crow.
Yeah.
And so she had like feathers, just like a carcass of feathers on her lawn.
Yeah.
Forever. She took a picture of the giant ass fucking hawk. I didn't even know we had those.
Yeah, they fly around in the sky.
Yeah, they're birds. Asshole. Thank you for that. I could have told you that. I meant in our area, numbnuts. You don't get to laugh at me. You don't get to. The amount of stupid shit you've said in the past 52 minutes and 15 seconds do not start with me.
I thought that was pretty good.
You keep testing my patience here.
I love you.
You're lucky I love you,
I love you.
Oh, God.
I can't wait till we have an outside cat and it starts killing for us. That's going to be cool.
We can't take our cats outside. We did see a mouse outside run into our like water heater or whatever, but I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, I was like, I go in there once a year.
Yeah, if I saw, for Christmas, when I take out the Christmas decorations out there, I think if I saw a mouse inside the house, I don't know. I don't think I'd be worried very long because Tatsu would kill it. I think he would kill it.
I think either of them will kill it, to be honest.
That's true.
I feel like Tatsu would play with it. Toby would kill it. Yeah,
Tatsu is a hunter for sure. Like he loves to play like with dangly stuff and like Rennie's stuff. I think he would kill it. I think I would sit there and watch.
I think he'd play with it at first.
I think he would do both. Kill it and then play with it. Yeah, he's
Is he just chilling?
He's licking himself. He's sitting in the corner licking himself. See, a cat can't have taste buds, that many taste buds. Because if I had to lick my paws that were standing in litter, that were covered in pee and poo, and pee, poo, poo, and caca, I wouldn't want to taste that either.
It's just one of those traits that's passed down from their ancestors of lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Oh my. Yeah, I guess, man. Yeah, you're really an apex predator over there, aren't you?
I wonder what cats were back like when Egypt was a thing. Do you think that they were like that?
I think they were cats.
Do you think they were like that, though?
I think they were cats.
You don't think they've evolved a lot?
Do I think cats have evolved? No. I think cats have been just as stupid as they were when the term cat became appropriate.
You don't think cats in Egypt were, like, smarter?
No. I mean...
Because they worshipped cats.
They were also fucking naked.
The people or the cats? Because
the cats! Right? Weren't Sphinx cats like in Egypt? Wasn't
I thought they worshipped like black cats.
I could be wrong. I might just be associating Sphinx cats with Egypt because they're called Sphinx
Because of the
cats.
Sphinx? I mean, that might be it. I have no clue.
I'm not going to look it up. I think that one's I'm going to stay ignorant on.
Oh, okay.
I
yeah.
just decided.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
I don't do that with most things, by the way. I don't want to give that impression that I choose to stay ignorant.
You're like,
on
you know
things.
what? Today's the day.
I don't do that ever. I just realized
No, I think
care.
it was black cats that they
you're right, because in hieroglyphics and shit, it's like black cats. No, I don't think so. It looked like he was looking at the wall, so I was like, "What?" Are you
I will
looking at,
say
bud?
he is a special kind of stupid.
He is. He's fucking stupid. He's
But
lucky
then again,
he's
you always
cute.
have to have a little stupid in your life.
I know. You are
Like-
my stupid that I have in my life.
Yeah, exactly. Texas is in Tennessee.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, do you know what the biggest state is?
Isn't it Montana or something? Alaska. Alaska is the biggest
Thank
state.
you. Montana?
Montana's-
Every time I ask you any geographical question, I get the best answer.
I thought I would think Montana's also a pretty big state as well.
It's not bigger than Texas.
Is it really not? Oh
No!
no, it's not.
No.
What's
I'm
the
not angry.
What's
I'm not
the
angry.
third biggest state?
California.
Knew that.
I think second is Texas versus Alaska.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think by area, Texas and California are really, really close, but I think Texas is bigger. I think.
So this is where my mind went when you asked me that.
Uh-huh.
I just thought because there's nothing in Montana.
So it must be bigger?
So
There's butt fuck all in Texas either. Have you driven through Texas? Like, if you've gone city to city
there's
in
more
Texas,
cities in Texas than there is
yeah, but going in
Montana.
between them, butt fuck all.
I guess so.
Nothing but fucking
Then again,
tumbleweeds.
there is nothing in Alaska.
Yeah, same thing. But they have more area
Yeah.
for, No, there's,
God, I can't believe America bought Alaska.
I can't remember why, but yes.
They just wanted it, I think.
Or it was like, Russia didn't want it.
No, Russia wanted it.
They did? Oh, that's right. And we bought it so
I
that they
think
couldn't
that's
take it.
why America bought it.
I have not taken an American history class since I was 17. I'm 23. I don't know. I don't care.
Did you know
Shockingly, I
Cuba
don't
is an
care.
American territory?
That can't be right.
That is.
Are they really?
Cuba is an American
don't-
territory.
Forgive me if I'm apprehensive to believe you about geographical questions.
I'm pretty sure that that's true. There's a lot of
I
territories
know
that are.
Puerto Rico is.
Puerto Rico is.
No, Cuba's not a U.S. territory.
What the hell?
Oh, shut up. I don't want your AI thing. No, it's not. Because if it
Look
was...
up
because
American.
if it was, we wouldn't have a lot of issues with Cuba because of, what's his name? The dictator of Cuba.
Yes, the one guy
Holy
who.
crap, I can't remember
Well,
his
he's not the
name.
dictator now.
Not anymore, but he was. And we had a lot of issues with him.
That is true.
What is his name? I can't remember his
I
name.
can't think of his name either.
Haha, dictator.
Dick.
Fidel
Castro.
Fidel Castro.
Yep.
Do you know that? Okay, side tangent about Castro. Did you know that he loves milk and like dairy? He like loved milk.
Like that was his go-to drink.
Yeah. So something about like Fidel Castro.
How did we not kill that motherfucker?
We tried
I'm saying.
a lot.
I know.
We tried like so many times.
I know. That's what I'm saying. How did we fail so many times?
There's this like really
Even
fun-
Thomas Edison created a light bulb with so many attempts.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not saying. I mean, there was probably less attempts for Fidel Castro
That
than
is
there was
true.
for the light bulb.
Yeah.
But I get your point. No, there's like, it's so interesting if you go into like if you were to look up who the CIA or the FBI or whatever, if there was a person that they wanted to kill, going down the list of all of the methods that they tried. So for Fidel Castro, there was one, he made his love of like dairy and milk very well known. Like he loved ice cream. So he got cows, but the thing is that cows cannot live in that environment, or at least not well. So because it's too hot in Cuba.
Oh.
And so he used, his dictator money, and he built like this whole thing for cows, and then he bred cows to make them be able to live in the Cuban environment. Whatever, this whole thing. So
It's pretty smart.
it was pretty smart. It's crazy. He was like, I love milk. I love ice cream. I want cows. I want to, genetically modify cows.
Give me moo-moos.
Yeah, pretty much. It was crazy.
Sir, we can't have moo-moos. I want moo-moos.
And they were like, you're Fidel
like,
Castro.
all right,
We're
sure.
gonna do it. I don't want to die. And so one of the attempts on Fidel Castro's life was, I think they poisoned like an ice cream or like a milk glass or
They
something
must
like
have tried
that.
to poison so many foods.
That's what I'm saying. Like the subset of, again, there's probably a list of people that the CIA has tagged at one point. We're like, we want to assassinate this person. These are all of the ways that we're going to try and do it. Like, I think they tried to drug poison like a cigarette or like a cigar or something, and then it failed. They couldn't do it. Like, all right, next to the next
I think it was like 100 times or something.
The next cockamamie scheme we could think up to try and kill this person. But that's the thing though. It's not only Fidel Castro. They've done it with so many people, and they fucked up. It's so crazy because you always think of like these government institutions, especially like the CIA, is like scary and all knowing and all powerful. But then you hear shit like that, I'm like, you guys are fucking morons.
Yeah.
And the way that you do things is so Looney Tunes batshit that it's hard to look at it the same.
I don't know how correct this is, but they said it survived over 600 assassination attempts.
Yeah, and all of them were probably weirder than the last. Did you get a list of what they tried?
No, I'm looking up how many times it took Thomas Edison to
to do the light bulb.
do the light bulb.
I want to look up the milk thing. Okay, so I was right. Cigars poisoned with a toxin. A fungi-infected scuba diving suit, along with a booby-trapped conch placed on the sea bottom.
1,000 times.
1,000.
400 more.
It was close.
They just
not that bad.
They needed to try 400 more attempts, and they would have gotten them.
Yeah. So let me see. There are so many ways. Yes. So in 2006, former chief of Cuba's intelligence stated there have been 634 assassination schemes or attempts. The last known plot to assassinate Castro was by Cuban exiles in 2000. So let me see. So one of them was a conch. So I guess he likes scuba diving. And so they laced a scuba suit, like a full-on like scuba suit with like a toxin or whatever. And then they put a bomb in like a conch shell at the bottom of the ocean to try and kill him. We're real creative.
At that
with
time,
the CIA.
you might as well just figure out where the hell he's at and just take a shot.
I have no doubt that did happen. Like I have no doubt that happened.
Like, holy crap.
Oh, this is funny. So they tried to put there was an exploding cigar. Castro loved cigars and scuba diving, but he quit smoking in 1985. So they tried to give him a cigar, but he had quit smoking years prior.
Holy crap, dude. They're like, no, smoke it. And he's like, I don't smoke.
Yeah. Played mafia-style execution endeavors, among others. There were also plans to blow up Castro during his visit to Ernest Hemingway's museum in Cuba.
Okay, dude.
Yeah, I don't...
Sure.
Some plots aimed not at murder, but at character assassination. For example, involved using thallium salts to destroy Castro's famous beard, or lacing his radio studio with LSD to cause him disorientation during broadcast. Later, more serious assassination attempts involved playing 90 kilograms of explosives under a podium in Panama, where he would give a talk. Oh, he said... Castro once said in regards to numerous attempts, if surviving assassination attempts were an Olympic event, I would have a gold medal.
He'd have like...
That's hard as fuck. He'd have like 8 gold medals.
I was going to say, he'd have more than just one.
Are you kidding me?
That's crazy.
That rabbit hole of the CIA picking someone, wanting to kill them.
Maybe that's what we should do for our next episode.
Yeah, I was already thinking that. I'm like, I want to look those up and see what I can get. I'm sure there's some crazy wacko ones for Fidel Castro, because like 600
600 is insane.
There's no way that an exploding conch and a poisoned scuba gear is the weirdest one. There's no way.
No.
I mean, the cigar, honestly...
The cigar's funny because they're just like, no, smoke it. And he's like...
He's like, I quit smoking. That's so funny.
And then they have to go back to the hotel room and they're like, God, are we fucking idiots?
He stopped smoking in 1985.
They're like,
what are we going to do?
Like, what? How did our intel not tell us that? In all the pictures we see, he's smoking.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think of like, in this specific scenario, the CIA, like, is like Acme from like Looney Tunes, where they're like getting falling anvils and like quicksand and shit like that. Like that's what I envisioned because it's so stupid.
Oh,
it's
gosh.
so insane. But yeah, so that's a tidbit for you. Fidel Castro famously and publicly loved milk and cows.
Momos.
And he loved ice cream. He loved all things. He liked cheese.
Momos.
I think he got into an argument with like a French, I think it's like ambassador or like, I don't know, representative or whatever. And the French guy was like, oh, like nice cows. Like, and he's like, Castro was like, oh yeah, we make cheese and it's like really good. And he's like, not better than French cheese. And he goes, yeah, it's better than French cheese. I have the best cheese.
It's like I breeded
these are my
these
cows that
so
I
they can
bred.
stand in the Cuban weather.
I bred these cows. He also had his favorite cow, which when it died, I think he erected a statue of it, if I'm not mistaken. Like he got a statue of this
You want to go to
cow.
Cuba to find that statue?
No,
Oh.
I don't want to go to Cuba. Thank you for listening to this episode. Puerto Rico, maybe, not Cuba.
That's true.
Plus, I'm sure it's f***ing difficult to get into Cuba.
Probably.
And hard to get out of as well. Especially from Cuba to the U.S. right now. We're not leaving the f***ing country.
That's true.
I doubt they let us in.
Anyways.
Anyway, thank you.
Thank you for listening. Woo! Dear Lord, I'm spacing. Holy crap.
It's your outro, man.
Don't. Dear Lord.
Like us, follow us on Instagram, listen on Spotify. New episodes come out every Friday at 9, including this one. If you're listening on Spotify, thank you.
Thank you.
I
think that's it.
I gotta do fucking everything around here.
Tune in next time for the next episode.
I gotta do fucking everything around here. This absolute goober doesn't know where Houston is.
Goo goo gaga.
A goo goo gaga. Pee pee poo poo man.